So, this is a crazy story. This is leading up to the incident that I'll probably put in the thumbnail. But I was on a game called The Long Drive on Steam. I was checking out the hotfixes. Since I like reading hotfixes, I go to discuss, when Steam actually decides to work. I went to page 4, clicked on a furry that I saw, and I clicked on another furry. He says, "So I'm sitting here looking at your profile, and my list trying to work out who this is, because I never put a nickname down for you, and Floofy Woofles is not telling me a thing." I click on him, and he hasn't been active in 3 years. Almost 3 years now. Probably 2.5 more like. And I was just wondering, because he's a Warframe player, what the fuck happened to him? Warframe players are constantly playing Warframe. They don't stop. His favorite game is Fallout 76, and that's probably the biggest fucking, the worst thing in this whole thing. No, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. There's a lot more worse things. So, I tried to reach out to him on Twitter, and he said nothing, and I was getting really worried, so I decided to look him up, which, I thought maybe he had been murdered or something. No. Rhae'sor Ansar, whatever, also known as Pup Ray, and SN Jester, formerly known as Jester Spearman, real name Nathan Begnell, born November 3rd, 1983, is a furry fan and pup player who lives in Werribee, Victoria, Australia. In November of 2015, Rhae'sor married Din Husky Pup, a Vermont fur. He joined the furry family in 1996 via Yifstar, now called So Furry. He's a demon jackal hybrid with black and gray fur and white and blue streaked hair, along with 4 horns growing from his head. There's a really funny thing here. It goes from Furdu, which is Furcon. These are all Furcons. Furpocalypse, Riv Fur, all the way to the HM Prison Bar 1. That's so fucking hilarious. On September 2nd, 2020, Nathan Begnell was charged for 303 charges of transmitting child pornography and other counts of possession. Nathan Begnell was denied bail and remained in custody. Due for a court appearance on January 8, 2021. On the 14th of September 2022, Nathan Begnell was sentenced to 9 years imprisonment in a Melbourne magistrate's court. In response to the arrest, the affiliated service Star Paw Network released a statement. I assume he was part of that. It's actually really hard to find out what the Star Paw thing was, because I tried to do research on it, but it's gone. It's scrubbed. The group has since terminated all services and renamed the network to distance themselves from Mr. Begnell. Starpaw.xyz. Yeah, that thing doesn't work. The link isn't there anymore. Is not owned by or affiliated with Rhae'sor. So, that's already a lot, as you could tell. His links were right here. It was pretty bad. But then there's this article that describes it in a little more, shall I say, really bad detail. Australian furry group admin Nathan Begnell, aka Rhae'sor Ansar, but they wrote it as Asnar, which is kind of funny. I don't mind you getting the name of these people wrong. They deserve it. Australian furry who goes by Rhae'sor Ansar, Asnar, still funny, Nathan Begnell, was arrested and charged with 303 accounts of processing and distributing child abuse material, as well as grooming minors on his furry Discord server. He's now looking at 25-year prison sentence. Okay, this news is not, that's pretty funny, honestly. That's... That's not related to this at all. Don't worry about that. Begnell played for bail, claiming that he felt unsafe in custody and wanted his own freedom in late September. My anxiety, I don't feel comfortable or safe where I am right now. Oh, boo fucking who? Little bitch boy. 37 years old and you're crying about that. You made your choice. After his appeal was rejected by the 37-year-old Australian furry. Oh. He was seen in Melbourne Magistrates Court the following Thursday wearing a black Star Wars t-shirt with a Yoda on it while sobbing, bowing his head, and shielding his face with his hands. I mean, yeah, he should have been. This is a fucking disgusting man. 303 accounts of child pornography. He was a Discord admin for VicPa. Not only did Mr. Begnell share disturbing images through the Telegram messaging app, he was also an admin for a Discord server for furries called VicPa, Victorian Pubs and Handlers. The group had over 450 members, including minors. He used his platform to distribute images of child abuse and groom minors. Okay, this image is pretty funny. Most furries are in their 30s, overweight and dirty. True. Most furries are overweight, vegan, retarded, and lost their virginity. Lost it to their cousin. Yeah, you know, people are always like, furries don't get ass. Yeah, they do. This guy knows what's going on. We lose our virginity pretty early. It's kind of sad, but also we get a lot more bitches. Begnell's Twitter profile, which ironically states that minors should not contact him, reveals that he acted as the social media manager for VicPa while he was volunteering for the State Emergency Service. Ugh. The official website for the fetish community shows other members that are also being investigated. Like, the fetish community as in, like, furry? Or... Because I don't agree that furry is a fetish community. I agree that being a pup is definitely a fetish. I think it's just them being misinformed, honestly. Furry community is not a fetish thing, but it can be. It 100% can be. It's alleged the now sacked SES volunteer from Werribee in Melbourne Southwest created the Discord chat room March 2018 and shared over 1,900 images. More than 80% of the images were animated or computer generated. That is so weird to me, but police described them as extremely realistic. Some images were reportedly of real child abuse obtained via the dark web. Look at this fucking bitch. This guy right here was making child pornography public. Ugh. Detective Senior Constable Casey Borg revealed that the majority of the images shared showed prepubescent boys, bondage, and bestiality, and had a homosexual thing. Okay, had a homosexual theme seems like they were trying to reach for something here. He also allegedly used it to advertise other groups, including one with a focus on furries, someone interested in animals with human features, and BDSM. Oh man. This was his Twitter. I remember looking at his thing and was like, hey, wait a minute. You would be 36 in like 2020. What the hell happened? And it turns out, obviously, he's in fucking prison. He's 39 right now. He's gonna be there for a long time. 9 years? I don't know if he's gonna make it, honestly. To be honest, it'd probably be better if this guy never came out of prison. I really don't like pedophiles. His alter ego, Dogkin? Dogkin? Oh my god. I hate the furry fandom. He shared pictures of children he took himself. Police are also examining chat logs from the group, which Detective Borg claims included a message from Begnell attached to pictures of children at an Asnac Day parade in Melbourne with the caption, "There's so much eye candy." Ugh. Oh, I'm gonna drink some bleach after this. Detective Borg also requested that the courts reject any future bail requests because of the severity of this case. He believes there may be other high-profile offenders in this group which he intends to identify. Maybe that's why he didn't get 25 years. I think he ratted, which is, thank God. Thank God there is a God. he ratted on somebody. Thank fucking Lord. Everyone's always like, oh, don't rat. Oh, you're a little fucking rat. Yeah, they should rat. You shouldn't feel bad. You should be happy that someone else is going to prison too. The rat thing always made me feel super strange. Sadly, the word got out about Begnell's arrest after a link was posted to the breaking news story in the server, and the majority of the members have already left the group chat and deleted any evidence they could. Nathan Begnell, aka Rhae'sor Ansar, has not been sentenced, but he will most likely get 25 years. As we know, he got 9 years. And that's where the story ends. When you're in prison, you don't really have any new stories, but that was a trip when I found out what what the fucking Rhae'sar guy did. All this from a bug notes patch in a game that no one's played, pretty much. Who the fuck plays the long drive? Anyways, that'll be it for today. Fuck this guy. Fuck zoos. Fuck pedos. Fuck, obviously, fuck them, right? But there are people in the fandom that stand up for that shit, and I just leave. If you are a zoo or a pedo, just leave. I don't want you here. You're fucking disgusting. Anyways. Good night, furs.